Alright, friends, family, strangers, everybody, what's up? We are going out today. It's about 3:45 right now. We should be in the woods by 4:30. We're going out today. We got a super hard east wind, so it's kind of changing up our strategy for the day. I'm not sure if I'm either going to sit in the saddle today or I might just spot and stalk. With this wind, I'm kind of leaning towards spot and stalking, because the wind will cover up my sound, a little bit of scent, just because it's such a hard wind. So we'll figure it out once we get out there. I think I might just bring the saddle and a couple sticks, and that way I can get up the tree if need be. But I'm not too heavy with weight, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We're headed out. Hopefully we can find a buck or a doe this afternoon. At this point, I'll honestly shoot a pig. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and stay tuned. We'll be on the wood soon. All right, what is up, guys? Just got completely set up into the tree. It is super windy this afternoon. Weather says it's blowing about 15 to 17, but we just got set up. We're sitting on a spot we sat about 2 weeks ago. I didn't see any movement that day, but with the moon phase and everything, I think this spot should be good. The wind is right. So we're going to sit here till dark. I wanted to push in a little bit farther to this spot, but it just got so swampy, and I just didn't see much game movement through this area. So I backtracked a little bit to where I saw a lot more game trails. But we're out here now, so we're going to sit. Hopefully we see something, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully we can get you guys some film here soon. So I just got sat up, and I was looking through my bag for my rangefinder, and I realized I left it in the truck. So it kind of sucks. But luckily, I sat here about 2 weeks ago, and I remember some of the trees I ranged, their distances from where I'm sitting, because it's the same tree. So I have a pretty good idea on my ranges here. So we should be all right. But we're sitting on a little funnel here. We've got a long canal with hard trees on it, palms and oaks mostly, and then it comes out to a flag pond on each side. But there's a little area here with a little bit of palms and just a little bit of drier ground than what else is around. And then it goes out this way to a pretty decent chunk of marsh area that I've been scouting for a while. I've been seeing a lot of rubs on this line here. I've seen a few does, so. Alright, we've been sitting for about 3 hours now. Sunset is about, I think, 20 minutes from now. So it'll be dark in about 45 minutes. I'm going to get down here in a minute, and I think I'm going to slowly walk back towards where I came in at. I just feel like there's a better chance when I don't feel like I have a good sit. I feel like I have a better chance to get down a little bit early before complete dark and kind of scout my way back and look for animals. Alright guys, I was just sitting about 20 yards to my left, and I sat there for about an hour. I decided I was going to get up and start spot and stalking. So I got up, and I was looking at this little oak hammock, just kind of looking around, and I was standing in one spot for about 3 minutes. quickly. I didn't spook her up too bad. She didn't blow or anything like that. So I decided just to sit back down, pretty much right where I was before. And I'm just gonna wait it out. I think there is some pretty decent movement through here. So I'm not sure if these deer are running yet. I'm not sure if they would be chasing or anything. But we're getting into that time where it should be starting to happen within the next few weeks. All these deer have hard antlers now. The rubbing is slowing down. So, yeah, we're just gonna sit. There should be a pretty decent rainstorm coming through. I'll probably end up sitting through it. But if not, it's a really pretty morning, nice and cool. And there's a prediction that the moon phase or whatever is supposed to be really good. So, we'll see. Alright guys, we've been sitting here for about 3 hours now at this location. I sat for about an hour this morning. When I got up, I busted up a yearling doe. So I sat back down, and I've been sitting for almost 2.5 more hours. I haven't seen anything other than woodpeckers and squirrels. But I'm not sure if I'm going to get up yet or if I'm going to just sit here. I kind of want to get up and just kind of slowly creep around. But at the same time, I have a feeling I should just sit here. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. Beautiful area. Super pretty out here. I've been hearing acorns dropping all morning, and I've had squirrels all up in the trees around me. Guys, we just had a pretty good downfall of rain. Looks like it's going to stop here in about probably 5 to 10 minutes. But there's definitely stuff moving around. I got pigs walking just downwind of me. And I had that this morning, so hopefully we get something to walk through here in a little bit. It's about 11:30. Hopefully we don't have to sit too much longer. I plan on staying out here for about 3 or 4 more hours. So, I'm sorry that I haven't gotten anything on film for you guys. Out here is just so thick that whenever I do see something, it's super hard. Unless I'm sitting and they walk by, it's super hard for me to get them on film because they just go through all the bushes, the palmettos, the trees. It's just super hard out here. So I'm trying my best. I'm trying to get something on film for you guys, but we're gonna get it done here soon. I'm sure of it. So we just had a pretty decent little rainstorm come through. The wind's staying consistent. We got a good little wind. It is still drizzling, so I know the pigs and deer are moving today. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually get up. I think I'm just gonna slowly creep around. Just sitting here is not doing it for me. It's getting later than I want it to. So I'm gonna get up and start walking around looking for stuff. Alright guys, so had a little series of events on the way out. On the way out I decided to go check out a field that I know has some deer on it, and I didn't want to really hunt it unless I saw anything. I was just going to look because I ain't been down there in a while. And I had my GoPro on the mount that's on my bow, and it was in the rack on the front of my bike, and the mount actually broke right under the GoPro, so my GoPro ended up falling off the bike and going off in the grass somewhere. I didn't see it when it fell off, so I ended up riding pretty much all the way back to where I parked, and noticed the GoPro wasn't on the bow anymore. So I ended up turning around and looking for it. It fell off pretty much at the farthest point I could have went. It was about 3 miles from where I parked. So I went out there and did that, and then on the way back, about halfway, it started pouring. So it's pouring pretty heavy now. I'm just waiting for the rain to slow down a little bit, fill the bike up, and then I'll head home. But yeah, today was my last day on vacation. Tomorrow I'll go back to work, but I've got a pretty neat schedule where I can hunt, usually somewhere around 3 to 4 days a week, pretty good. So we should be good now. I mean, we got a lot of sightseeing done, and we know where a lot of stuff is now. I mean, I think it's really just going to come down to putting the time and sitting and just waiting for something, really. I know where these deer are kind of walking. I don't have any cameras, but I've seen a lot of deer just from being out here so much. And then there's also a bunch of pigs, so got to try and figure out what's what. But I appreciate you guys watching. Unfortunately, I don't have any film for you guys of any animals, but you guys can see the struggles of archery hunting and hunting in general. No matter what you're going after, if it's public land, especially in Florida, it's a damn hard challenge. So I'm just going to end the video off here saying I appreciate you guys watching Feather and Hide Outdoors. Go below the video, give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. That way you can help the channel get bigger and bigger. Thanks for watching, y'all.